Hey everybody, Brian Horvath here with another edition of LinkedIn Live Q&A every Wednesday at noon Eastern, 9 a.m. Pacific Standard Time. I'm excited to be here with you guys and looking forward to sharing with you an exciting topic I have for you today, something that I get a lot of questions on each and every week, and almost every time, seemingly, I get it on a webinar that I do or a web class or some kind of online training about this question, and I think you're going to appreciate what I'm going to share with you today, and that's basically how do I decide or should I get LinkedIn Premium? And in this LinkedIn Live Q&A, I'm going to help you determine if LinkedIn Premium is right for you, and if it's an investment you should make to help you gain either a new contact, a new connection, or a new opportunity in the marketplace, or whatever the case may be, and help you see if it's a wise investment for you. Give you a little help and understanding of what LinkedIn Premium is all about, and help you decide if it's something you should take advantage of or wait for another time, or maybe even discontinue if you have it now and are going like, I don't know if this is worth the investment, even though I've already been investing. So we're going to help you do that today. Before we jump into all of that, I really want to share with you that this episode is sponsored by, if you will, my own little dandy here called Your LinkedIn Profile Quick Start Guide, that helps people like you, like me, to take 7 steps and help you make the right connections on LinkedIn. And it's really a kind of a nice checklist, and almost a if you want to call it a self-assessment. Helps you walk through that of your own profile, decide and determine what you need to do next to help you optimize it, to help you make the right connections on LinkedIn. And I consider the right connections on LinkedIn are the ones that are going to help you move your career forward, the ones that you're going to help others move their career forward or their business forward, and so on and so forth, or maybe their nonprofit and so on and so forth. Basically, folks that you should be connecting with in your industry or adjacent industries or industries you're targeting to work in or for or with, and so on and so forth. So a bunch of whys you should get this, WHY, and it'd be wise if you got it. And you can get it for free at brianhorvath.com/LinkedIn quick start. So go ahead and get that. You can download that for free right away, and I'll give you a couple little tools, including a companion video to help you walk through it as well, to help you make the most out of your download. Okay, LinkedIn Live Q&A, we do this every single Wednesday. I'd love for you during the week, if you have a question about LinkedIn, you don't have to wait to get it answered, or you don't have to wait for these next lives. You can go ahead and upload, if you will, or drop your question in the question box digitally, virtually, by going to bit.ly/LinkedIn Ask Brian, and I'd be glad to help you get the answer to your LinkedIn question, whether it's about the profile, whether it's your profile, whether it's about the LinkedIn platform itself, or whether it's about a function or a tool, or maybe a strategy you're considering, or just something that you've seen that you have a question about. Whatever the case may be, love to help you get an answer to that question. I always encourage folks that are thinking about, should I submit my question or not, it's also going to help somebody else, guaranteed. If you have it, somebody else has it too, and love to help you get that answer for yourself, as well as you be blessing others by asking the question so they can have the same answer you're looking for as well. So hopefully that makes sense. LinkedIn Live Q&A, go to bit.ly/LinkedIn Ask Brian, and I'd love to get your question asked and answered. And you can do that even today while we're watching this, while you're participating in this as well, whether it's live, which is live right now, or you're watching the recording later. You can drop that question in anytime. Glad to get it to you. That's what fuels this show, is questions. Like today's show is fueled by questions that I get asked every single time it seems like I do one of these master classes or webinars or Q&As, is that should I get LinkedIn Premium? So we'll jump into that in a moment. But again, reminder, every Wednesday at noon, 9 a.m. Pacific, noon Eastern, you can catch the LinkedIn Live Q&A on my YouTube channel, on my Twitter feed, or also in my Facebook page, which is right there for you, facebook.com/TheBrianHorvath. And if you are so inclined to do so, I encourage you to jump onto my Facebook group. It's a free private Facebook group called Living on Purpose with Brian Horvath, where I provide tips, tools, tricks of the trade, as well as ultra super encouragement to help you know, live, and love the purpose for your career in finances. You can also watch this video there as a part of that group as well. So many ways to access this great information I'm going to be providing you, right? So subscribe today. Also, if you go to YouTube, it'd be a blessing a big blessing if you subscribe. If you're not subscribed already, and you can subscribe to my channel where you'll get updates on when I go live. You'll get updates on when I drop in a new video, and also helps me get this information out to more people that want to know, live and love their purpose for their career and finances, and want to make the right connections on LinkedIn, and so on and so forth. And so if you subscribe, you'll get updates in your email or notifications in your app that the next video is dropped for you. And I encourage you to like, comment, subscribe, all that fun social media stuff that helps me get this out to more people. I appreciate you doing that. Okay, terrific. So today's question: should I get LinkedIn Premium? And in this Q&A, this live Q&A, we're going to help you decide if this is an investment, a wise investment for you to make, because there is a cost involved. LinkedIn itself, of course, is free, but there is a cost involved to Premium. And what exactly is Premium? Well, it's an additional service that you have that you supplement your current free LinkedIn profile or free LinkedIn account with to help you access bells and whistles and tools and insights and badges and all kinds of opportunities for you to be recognized as someone that's kind of more of a serious LinkedIn user, more of a premium LinkedIn user, right? So it's called premiums, right? You set yourself one level apart, and then there's multiple levels from there, depending if you're in your sales or if you're in recruiting space or so on and so forth. And so what is premium exactly? Premium, again, is a service that you can pay for additionally to add on to your free LinkedIn account that allows you certain access points to tools, data, analytics, little features and functionalities that you wouldn't have otherwise. And we're going to talk about those here in a second and help you determine whether this premium service at a cost is important to you. Now, just to let you know, real quick disclaimer, I don't have any benefit to you buying premium or not. This is completely just completely disconnected from anything like that. I'm not an advocate one way or the other for it, unless you have a certain thing that you're looking to do or a certain place you are in your career, which I'll talk about in a minute, or a certain place in your business growth or whatever. So there's no connection for me to whether you would buy premium or not. Matter of fact, if you went and bought it now, I would have no way of knowing that unless you told me so. There's no spiff or kickback to me. Just want to make that real clear. I'm not an employee of LinkedIn. I am someone that uses it, loves it, appreciates it, and values it, and want to share with people like you to help you know, live, and love the purpose for your career. I want to share this tool, LinkedIn and LinkedIn Premium, as it makes sense for you to leverage and lean into to further your career development and so on. So let's get that out of the way, make that clear. Let me get a drink here. Good. And by the way, if you have any questions, you can put those in the chat box now, depending on where you're watching it, whether YouTube or Twitter or Facebook. You can drop some questions in where I'd be glad to answer them at the end. But the great thing is, cool with technology, you can drop them in now and I can see them. You can drop them in later, I'll see them and get those answers to you as well. Okay, so who's viewed my profile is one of the #1 features I consider as a value add, definitely a premium feature that I would celebrate. And what basically that is allows you to see folks that have gone and come across your profile and actually viewed your profile, and it looks like this, right? So this is a LinkedIn Premium little nugget here. You can see in the last week here, I've had 186% increase in people viewing my profiles or viewing my profile, which is cool. 346 profile views in the past 90 days, and 186% increase in the last week. And so then there's different insights that you can get having premium. Down below, you'll see there's a little readout here of who's viewed my profile, and then it tells you 33% 33 interesting views, depending on what my keywords are. LinkedIn's going to determine what may be interesting to me based on what my headline says, based on what's in my current or past job titles, based on what I have on my summary. All LinkedIn keyword driven results or data or analytics is based on the things that I'm putting into the platform, things I'm putting into my profile. So it's kind of like that old saying, right? Garbage in, garbage out. You got to put good stuff in to get good stuff out. If you don't have anything in your profile, then you're not going to get great data back out of it. If you don't have anything invested into your profile, or time or resources and energy invested in your profile, you're not going to get great analytics. But over time, as you build your profile, as you go from the video I even shared last week, the LinkedIn Live training and Q&A I shared last week about the 3 different content types, from basic and then additional and recommended, then you will have good data in if you've completing those sections or those parts of your profile that will add value to the data that's going to be spit out to you. And so as you grow, you'll see better analytics. As you grow, you see more people clicking on your profile. As you grow, you'll see more people wanting to connect with you as you spend more time investing in the platform. So this is kind of cool, right? So you can even see what kind of companies people viewed your profile from, what kind of industries they're in, what kind of job titles they have, and if it's recruiters, if it's headhunters, if it's potential business partners, if it's potential clients. Very good stuff. You can see from LinkedIn Premium, who's viewed my profile. Now you can see who's viewed your profile at basic in your basic free account, but you won't get the insights, you won't get the breadth and depth of who and how many and so on like you will with premium. So I think that's a benefit, especially if you're a job seeker and you're looking to or you're looking to build your network to grow your business. Then there are certain kind of clients, prospective clients or people you can serve that you want to know that are seeing you, so you can potentially interact with them, because not everybody that's viewed your profile wants to be a connection or is trying to make a connection. There may be some curiosity that people are clicking on your profile for. Why not pay them back with some more curiosity by clicking on their profile and just kind of see where that goes? That's one of the neat things I think you have about who's viewed your profile. You can see where are you trending, what kind of folks are interested in what content you're putting out, what kind of folks are interested in potentially connecting but haven't. Maybe you can take the first stab at it and connect with them. And so it just kind of helps you think about how you're being looked at in the marketplace, right? And so something to consider too with who's viewed your profile is LinkedIn has two main purposes. And I talked about this in videos in the past. I talk about this in my digital course, The Ultimate LinkedIn Profile, is that it's a tennis match. There's a back and forth volley between you being proactive in your account and you are connecting with people, you're building your profile, you're participating in groups, you're clicking on people and looking at people's profiles. And then there's the reactive folks that come by finding your profile through search, coming and finding your profile through recommendations. And those are some cool things that happen as a result of you being proactive with your profile. But until you start really building it, so you start engaging, interacting, you won't get much in return. It's a two-way street. It's a proactive and a reactive basis. And LinkedIn, one of my favorite things about LinkedIn Premium, again, is who has viewed your profile. So you can see if you've made changes this week, what kind of results has that gotten you? If you've been more active this week, what kind of people are looking at your profile? Things like that. So pretty cool stuff. It even tells you who's looked at your profile from different groups that you're a part of and so on and so forth. So it's a real big benefit, I think, of Premium. Okay, let's continue. LinkedIn Learning. I love LinkedIn Learning. I don't know about you, but I'm a learner and I'm also a trainer. That's why I do these videos, right? And I want to share with what I'm learning with you. And I look forward to the questions that I get from you that helps me learn even more. And the questions come from things that you've been learning, right? And questions that you want to go deeper into. And so it's pretty cool, currency that we have a back and forth on LinkedIn about questions and answers and connections and collaborations. And I think LinkedIn Learning is another great tool that is kind of undersold about how you can really grow your career and advance your career, especially if you're looking to transition into a different industry or transition into a different company or transition into a different genre of work that you haven't done before. LinkedIn Learning can help you bridge a gap that is all paid for as a part of your premium account. So take a look at some of the offerings that are available. And if you can't see some of the verbiage here or some of the what's on the screen, just zoom in. So one of the sections is business topics, and you can see a whole host of business topics. So one of my favorites is, as I look at my screen too, because I'm kind of blind, is that there's things like career management, job searching, personal branding, right? That's a lot of the space that I play in. But then there's some other things like how to get into finance and accounting, how to, let's see here, do I have my mouse on here? No, I was going to point out something to you guys, but I don't have my mouse activated on my program here. But how about customer service? How can you improve your customer service skills? How can you do business analysis and business strategy And you can go through a lot of these programs and then be able to put on LinkedIn that you went through them, okay? In the skills section, in the training section, and the even in some of the your summary, you can highlight LinkedIn learning classes that you've taken, that you've shown that you've invested in yourself and in your career. And I think that adds a lot of value to your prospective employers or clients, that you see that they see that you're going after continual education. Okay, so pretty cool stuff there. Part of the business section of LinkedIn Learning, but there's also the creative section. Some of this stuff, I'm like, I just want to do this because this seems pretty cool. You may not be looking to transition to a different industry or whatnot, but you could be trained up in certain things that are just passion areas for you, or interesting opportunities for you, that because you just think, I don't know, I just love to give that a shot, give that a try. It might not be something you even have to put on your profile to call out that you went through a training, but this is just something you're have an affinity for. Like one of them is looks like, I'm trying to think here, video editing or video post-production. Look at this, music lessons, okay? Maybe there's drawing or typography. There's all kinds of cool like graphic design opportunities. And the way that the world is going today, none of this is going to go out of style. Being creative is always going to be in style. Maybe there's something you thought you'd want to try, but you're not sure if you like it or not. Why not go through a LinkedIn learning class as a part of your premium LinkedIn premium subscription that you pay for on a monthly basis? You can try different kinds of classes to kind of see if it interests you or not, or if it's something you like to stick with or not. Okay. Technology. Here's a cool section, technology topics. Maybe it's IT you're looking to get into. Maybe you're looking to get into database management or security or software development. All kinds of cool little classes and courses, and even sometimes quizzes or assessments you can take that will allow you to be able to promote yourself within LinkedIn and even on your resume as well. I just had a coaching client the other day that said, you should really be thinking about professional development and taking some of those LinkedIn learning courses and calling them out what they were on your resume. Okay, not only could that help you with keywords when a resume is scanned by one of the company's systems, but also just for a human being actually reading it to see that you're leaning into taking steps and opportunities to serve the company that needs these kinds of skill sets, right? And so just again, another tool, another way to invest in yourself, another way to even reinvent yourself possibly, and then using LinkedIn as a way to not only get the learning with LinkedIn Premium, but to display the results of your learning within your profile. So some things to think about. All right, moving quickly here. InMail Credits is another opportunity that comes with LinkedIn Premium. It's an opportunity for you to bypass having to be a direct connection or first level connection with someone to message them. You can use, I think Premium gives you 5 InMail credits a month for you to bypass having to connect with somebody. You can get right into their LinkedIn inbox by using an InMail credit. All right. And so that is a pretty nice way to use wisely and sparingly to really connect with those people you really want to make a difference, make an impression on, or connect with, to have a conversation about a potential role that you've seen them hiring for, or maybe it's a high-level recruiter or headhunter that you really want to make your name famous to, whatever the case may be. Use InMail credits as a way to do that. Or maybe you want someone, just trying to think, maybe you're looking for an introduction to somebody else. Use an InMail credit to get bypassed through having to connect with them directly. And I'm pretty sure that LinkedIn bumps InMail up to the top of our messaging kind of framework within LinkedIn so that you're ready to see it. As long as someone's on LinkedIn enough, they're going to see this InMail, and you have a chance to make a first impression really quickly without having to directly connect with them one-on-one. Okay? So InMail credit is a nice benefit to LinkedIn Premium. Not my favorite, but definitely important or a blessing. Open profile. I like this on LinkedIn because LinkedIn, I'm a open networker, so it's called a LION, a LinkedIn open networker, someone that doesn't reject connection requests because I don't know somebody personally. I accept all requests, 99.9999%, unless I look at their profile, they've got no picture, they've got no description, and they're from a place that I'm going like, I'm not sure who this is. This looks like more like a bot, like a robot, right? Not a real person. But I accept, like I said, all those connection requests. And one of the reasons one of the ways I make it even easy to have people communicate with me is, if they're not already connected with me, is by having an open profile. I don't need someone to go have to spend their InMail credit on me, right? I'm keeping an open profile where they can just go ahead and directly and openly connect with me, and that's available to me via having LinkedIn Premium. Why do I do that? Because I want to be a connector, because I want to be a resource of value. Also because of my business, right? I want people to make it easy. I want to make it easier for people to get connected with me about my products or services, digital courses, coaching, LinkedIn coaching or programs, whatever the case may be. But also, if they need an introduction, I don't want to make them have to go through hoops to be able to leverage my network. I want to be open. I want to be a resource to them. That's my style. Seeking to serve those who need most with what I do best. And if some of what I do best in networking can benefit or bless someone, I want to be open to help them do that. I would hope someone would be able to do that for me. So that's my mindset. LinkedIn allows you to have your profile open by having a premium account. So you're really inhabiting the philosophy and executing a philosophy of freedom to share resources and connections and having an open profile. So I like being able to have that. That could be a benefit to you as well. Company insights. This is fun. If you're looking to prospect a new company, so when I do career coaching, I really am big on helping people target specific employers that they could add value to, companies that are looking to make a lot of headway, a lot of impact in the marketplace, whatever the case may be. I want my career coaching clients to be able to lean into them and be able to connect with them and to be able to have insights into them. And that's why I recommend premium as well, because you'll get to see what are their hiring trends. Okay, who are people that work at their company? What are some volume that they've been doing in the past? What is their overall maybe market capitalization? There are different levels of insights that you can get from LinkedIn Premium about companies that you wouldn't get on a free account. So as you go search for a company and you using search smartly, you can just click on searching for companies and be able to click on them and see people that work there, see a little bit about their organizational chart, get a little insight into how many hires they've had, how many are they growing, are they not growing, what kind of markets do they play in, and things like that. So pretty cool stuff about company insights. It's a huge value to walk into, whether it's an interview or prospecting for a new client or customer, to be able to have company insights that are a little ahead of the game. LinkedIn Premium, you can be a little ahead of the game or a lot ahead of the game and set yourself apart from the competition with having insights into the company. You can also see what kind of roles they've hired for over the past year or so, or so much of a span of time. So you understand whether you're going to fit into that role or fit into that company based on what you do best, right? What kind of job you're looking for, what kind of role you're looking to move into. That's kind of neat to see the trends of if they're leaning into that space that you would be a part of as well. And then it also allows you to see where there's opportunities to solve problems. Okay, so keep in mind that Company Insights is a great way, little hidden opportunity in LinkedIn Premium that people don't think about often. The biggest one a lot of people think about is who's viewed my profile, but I talked about that already. The next one is private browsing. You can turn on or turn off private browsing, which allows you to navigate profiles without being seen, without being recognized for who you are, especially if you're in a private job search or you just don't want people, or the curiosity thing, like I talked about, who's viewed my profile. This will allow you to be able to not be seen in that kind of space, okay? So I would just, it's not the thing I think about most because, again, being an open networker, but maybe you don't want certain people in your company knowing that you're looking for a new role, or there's certain people you don't want seeing the fact that you've looked at them, or maybe you're in the recruiting space, or maybe you're in a headhunting space, or maybe you're just in a networking space where you're just trying to be incognito. You can turn private browsing on. Okay, another one is premium badge credentials. You can have premium badge credentials, which is basically like a gold star, right? You can have your premium is shown on your account. Let me go ahead and see if I can jump into that real quick. You can see the little gold star here, or a little gold badge, I should say, that shows premium. There we go. And why is that neat? I think that's neat because it just says that you're serious. It says that you're serious about what you're doing. The premium badge credentials just shows that you're on LinkedIn and you're serious about making connections, that you've invested time and resources into LinkedIn, and that can really get some folks to be able to look at you and say, oh, okay, I want to connect with this person. They're obviously using LinkedIn powerfully in a more intentional way, and so that's a nice little gold star, if you will. Again, just another little benefit that can add value to building your network, helping make the right connections. It's not the first reason why I do it, but it's a nice little benefit. And I'd like to think, and I don't have stats on this for sure, that you get a little extra special treatment somehow, somewhere behind the scenes on LinkedIn by being a paid customer, if you will. Call me crazy, but it sounds like something that would be that would be something that would be done. So the question is this, guys, right? Should you invest in LinkedIn Premium? We looked at the different ways, the different things that would make sense for you. And would you invest in LinkedIn Premium? Well, I'll tell you one thing that you should do and could do is that LinkedIn Premium allows you to get a trial. So if you've not trialed it out yet, because if you already have, then you won't be able to do it again. But you can go to premium.linkedin.com and trial it out. I would encourage you to trial it out. I would encourage you to get a look at the bells and whistles and be intent on playing with it for a month before it renews. And you have cancel at any time. So there's no issues with starting it and stopping it after the 30-day trial. You don't have to buy in bulk or anything like that or pay it for a year. And it's about $29.99 a month for LinkedIn Premium. And I think after taxes or maybe some service charges, it's about $33 I think I pay a month. And I consider it, an investment, and it could be a write-off for you as well. Check with your accountant on that. But especially if you're in a job search, if you're in a job hunt, or you're looking to transition, maybe you're unemployed, misemployed, or just unfulfilled in your work, consider using LinkedIn Premium as a way to get more insights, get some more training, play around on what kind of other companies or industries you may want to go work for, and look at and seeing what the trends are, and go from there. And I think using some of the InMail credits to build your network, having your open profile will help you to build your network. And again, you can always cancel it. So I really encourage you to invest in it for all the reasons we talked about today. If you have an intention, if you have a vision and a purpose and a goal for it. If not, just wait, because as soon as you, of course, start that trial, the time is going to tick and you only have 30 days to do it. But even if you went with it a couple months, what would, $66.99, would that be so bad for a quarter of checking out and seeing the results? Has your network grown after joining LinkedIn Premium, right? Have you had people, interact with you in a way that is important to you? Are you seeing results with having conversations? Because my 3 C's in LinkedIn are: I want you to be able to connect, communicate, and collaborate. Are you seeing more connections? Are you seeing more communication happening between that network that you're building? And are you able to collaborate more? Because whether you've seen who's viewed your profile and you've been clicking on those folks who have viewed to build your network, or maybe you've had an open profile, or are you seeing results? And so that's what I would ask you to consider is giving it a shot, giving it a try, trialing it out, and then going from there. And my good friend Melissa says try, track, and modify. That's a good rule of thumb here. Maybe you're asking yourself, well, Brian, I'd like to do it, I'm just not quite ready yet. So I want to challenge you. Don't wait to use LinkedIn because you need it. Build it when you don't, quote unquote, need it, meaning you're heavy on a job search or heavy in a new client acquisition mode. Don't build your network when you need it. Build your network in advance of really needing it. So the challenge I have for you is this: take on the LinkedIn Quick Start Guide, download it, get your LinkedIn up to speed where you can feel confident, excited, and productive with your profile. Because a lot of people don't move on LinkedIn Premium, or a lot of people don't start interacting with building their network because they're not comfortable or confident with their profile just yet. Don't wait. Use this quick start guide to do analysis, a self-assessment, do a critique of your profile, and have that sucker even printed out if you want, and just kind of go down the line like a little checklist and make those quarter turns, or sometimes it's a big tweak, but usually they're just little nuggets, little quarter turns you can make to your profile. And you can download that at brianhorvath.com/LinkedIn-quick-start. I encourage you to get that and try it out. Okay, so again, a quick recap is we talked about LinkedIn Premium. We talked about why you could use it. We talked about the application for it, whether you're seeking new clients, whether you're seeking new opportunities, whether you just want to get insights into industry trends. You better understand the marketplace for those that you're seeking to serve, whether as an employee or as a someone offering a product or a service. LinkedIn Premium is great for that. I love who's viewed your profile. I like the InMail. I like the open profile. I like the LinkedIn badge, all those things we talked about as well today, really. And there's some more. But really, LinkedIn learning is great, especially if you're looking to transition into a new kind of role, a new kind of industry, or looking to sharpen the skills you already have. Stay abreast of what's going on in your industry, get additional training. It's all included in your premium account. Now, I'm not saying you're going to get a certification. I'm not going to say you're going to get a diploma, but it's always great to add value in investing in yourself and upskilling yourself as it makes sense, and then letting people know about it as well in your LinkedIn profile, on your resume, and so on and so forth. So Q&A. I'll look and see if there's any Q&A. I don't see any at this moment, which is okay, and it's about 12:30. So love to be able to help you. You can definitely ask me your questions by going to your or the bit.ly/LinkedIn Ask Brian. Let me put that back up for you guys. If you have any questions during the week, if you have any questions while you're on LinkedIn, if you decided to invest in LinkedIn Premium and then you're kind of getting going and you find out something that we didn't talk about today, ask away. Let's get it answered for you. Be glad to do that. In the meantime, we'll see you next week at LinkedIn Live Q&A each Wednesday at noon, 9 a.m. Pacific. You can find me on YouTube. Please like and subscribe, comment, all that good stuff. That stuff totally helps me get more of this out there. And then you can go to Facebook or Twitter as well. In the meantime, download that quick start guide. You'd be glad you did. And if you know somebody that can benefit from it, if you already have it, let them know about it too. I really appreciate it. Until then, my friends, we'll see you next time.